February 24, 2022, exactly 365 days ago, Russia attacked Ukraine. The overwhelming prediction was this, that the conflict will see a swift end and Kiev will fall within days. That didn't happen though. 1 year later, Ukraine is standing and Putin plans to double down. He's bringing reinforcements. He sought China's help and China seems ready to oblige. The West has repeatedly warned China against this, but they haven't really spelled out how China will intervene. How will it enter the conflict militarily? Tonight, we come with some answers. We've accessed specific details, like the arms China could provide, the name of the manufacturer, the mode of supplying these weapons to Russia. And like I've said before, this could change a lot. It could change the course of the war. So here's what we know about China's plans. It will share killer drones with Russia. How many? At least 100. Kamikaze drones to begin with. What are kamikaze drones? They're small unmanned aircraft. They're packed with explosives. They get their name from Japanese kamikaze pilots, the ones who carried out suicide attacks during the Second World War. The US Navy feared them the most because these pilots used to crash into enemy targets. Their aircraft used to be packed with explosives. Now these Chinese drones work the same way. The only difference is they can be unmanned. They don't need a pilot. They're small, they're cheap, they're very hard to detect. China could provide such drones to Russia. The transfer could happen as soon as April this year. Reports say discussions are underway. The Russian military is driving these talks. A Chinese drone manufacturer is at the center of this effort. The name of the company is Xi'an Bingo Intelligent Aviation Technology. It has agreed to mass-produce drones for Russia. They will make it. They will test it. The name of this drone is ZT-180. It can carry a heavy warhead, up to 50 kilograms to be exact. Chinese kamikaze drones fit right into Russia's war strategy. The Russian military has been using them in Ukraine. Moscow got these drones from Iran first. China could be the second supplier. And it has taken a while to decide. Reports say last year China made a plan. It involved the People's Liberation Army, or the PLA. They were supposed to deliver replacement parts for Russian fighter jets. And how would they do that? Falsify shipping documents, disguise the military parts of the military aircraft, disguise them, present them as parts of civilian planes. This was the plan. And we're not sure if China implemented it, but now we know it is determined to help Russia. Reports say Xi'an Bingo, the company making these drones, will also deliver parts. They will also share know-how. The idea basically is to make Russia self-reliant. With the help of Chinese parts and know-how, the Russians should be able to make their own kamikaze drones. So the plan seems to be in place. The supply chain is ready. So is the transportation. What they're waiting for is the green light from Beijing. Will it come though? Will China give the go-ahead and arm Russia? For the moment, Beijing is distancing itself from the company.
I haven't heard of this. What I do know is that recently there has been a large volume of disinformation spread on this issue, and we should be vigilant about the intentions behind this. What I would also like to stress is that China has always adopted a prudent and responsible attitude in arms export and does not provide any arms sales to conflict regions or warring parties. Everything China has done can be summed up in one sentence, which is promoting peace and dialogue.
And the United States is maintaining pressure. Secretary of State Antony Blinken issued another warning. Listen to this.
President Biden was on a video conference with President Xi and said to him very directly, very clearly, that any Chinese military support for Russia in this conflict, or for that matter, the systematic evasion of sanctions, would be a serious problem for the relationship between the United States and China.